Hi, my name is Emilie Levienaise-Farrouch and I'm a French composer based in London. My grandmother had a playel in her living room and I don't know, I was just playing when I was a kid and she taught me like the very basic things. And then when I was 10, I had private lessons and I stayed with private lessons. I didn't go to conservatoire or like big music schools. I think I was like 15 or 16. I kind of started being really interested in recording music. I think it was after starting to listen to Bjork and Homogenic. And then I just bought a really bad sound card for my PC and like bad Sennheiser microphones and just started looking at how to record music and how to produce music. I think it's probably because my piano teacher told me I would not ever be a concert pianist, but I should still look into music. Because it's not because you're not a classical musicians that you can't make music. So some music is very dependent on the sound. So the effect or the kind of texture you're creating is going to have a big influence in what you're writing. So those ones would be all in the box. But if I'm writing for other musicians, I will start the melody on the piano. And then, yeah, all the part writing, all that aspect is going to be in Sibelius. If it's for my own music, it's free improvisation. I don't really set out with anything. I just play until there's like a little system, like a little snippet of something that I react to, and then I expand that one over. In a sense, the one I recorded just now is almost that. It's starting with, it's like a variations almost. Like you start with one idea, and then I just took it in different part of the keyboard and kind of expanded upon that one little idea at the beginning. Kind of chord progression. So that's for my own music is improvised, and I try to not think about form or about any kind of classical thing. It's just however I feel is right. For film music is different, obviously, because you kind of start with a scene and you have to think about the length of the cue and the emotion that is needed for the film. All the melodies, all the kind of thematic is still going to be born of improvisation, just playing around on the keyboard until something I like. And for music for other people, that's a bit different. That might be a bit more making a sketch of how I want the composition to evolve over time rather than just playing on the piano. Collaborating with musicians is something pretty recent for me, like 4 years maybe. And I have worked with Galia Bisangalieva, wrote a piece for her first EP. Vanessa Wagner as well, who is a French concert pianist, who is like a proper pianist, not like me. And she does a lot of collaboration with an amazing producer called Murkoff. Yeah, we've played live together where she plays the piano and I do all the kind of live electronic manipulations. And I have a piece that's never been recorded before that's on her new album as well. And then the LCO, we did a proms together. When you perform in nice venues, I genuinely feel like the space, especially the acoustic of each space, is going to have, it's just like an instrument. It's going to create a new creativity because you're going to hear new sounds, and those ones can be inspiring. So yeah, new studio, new cottage in the middle of nowhere, or new city. Sometimes it's not this. It doesn't mean that you have to go within nature. Sometimes it's going in a different city. It's just changing things up is always good for creativity, I think. I don't have that much stuff, if I'm completely honest. I have a Hurek upright, which is one with a silent system because I'm in a residential building. So it's nice to be able to practice in the middle of the night on a piano mechanism, but just with headphones without bothering the neighbors or anything like that. And then I have a MacBook Pro, RME, audio interface. And most of what I use is going to be in the box, like Fab Filters type of things. And yeah, I mean, for me, I feel like I'm better off if I need to record a piano, if I need to record acoustic instruments, it's easier for me to just hire a professional studio which will have all the microphones I can't afford, all the beautiful vintage desk I can't afford, rather than just gearing up at my own studio for now. But I like having all sorts of instruments like Japanese auto harps and stuff like that, just because I think that even if I then have to take it to a studio to re-record, having acoustic instrument is a really good way to sparkle creativity, more than playing on a MIDI keyboard. Just being able to have a physical contact with the instrument, even if you can't play it very well, is definitely helpful for creativity. With records, there's like months in which you're going to have little pieces. Normally, it's going to start with like a piano piece. I already have the starting piece for the next record, and then I'm just going to practice those ones or like play those early tracks for a few months, and then there'll be like a time when I just feel ready and I just settle down and work on the record as like a whole, and that might be, I don't know, like 4 months. But before that, it might have been like a year of just letting all those ideas grow. The last one, Epoch, I think what helped that one coming together is I went to Alborough on the Suffolk or Norfolk, I can never remember, on the coast of England for 2 weeks, because there's like a composer's retreat. And that was very different from London. And I was just like on my own in that little bungalow with an upright piano and just the seaside and the seagulls and all that kind of completely different sounds. And it was this very open landscape. It's quite flat. It was the end of winter. And I don't know, it just got me in this kind of mindset of that influenced the sound I went for in the record. I'm working on one thing that I'm really excited at the moment. Obviously, I can't say what it is, but yeah, it's just, I'm thinking after I finish this score, it'll be working on my next record. And I'm already going to Italy for like a week. Again, changing scenery, changing landscape, changing piano, and we'll see how that goes.